Here's an example of something that dog culture constantly does. When children are killed or maimed by dogs, instead of examining the situation and telling us how to keep ourselves safe and putting out proper warnings about dogs, they use the whole story to bait us in. They frame it up as if they're going to help us. We got the dog attack search warrant details, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. So they got a search warrant, they say. So it sounds like we're going to really get some information, right? They're framing this up. They're tricking us like narcissists do. They're framing this up as something great. But they're going to use this as a big propaganda piece for the dogs that attack the children. Have you ever seen a movie where people move into a house and they're like tormented by spirits or ghosts? And was because those people were tormented in their life and then they died and they have to set it right. That makes me think of all these children, like these little guys right here. Dogs kill these children and then they use the story to push dogs. It is so ridiculous and so sinister, and they always do this.
More about that attack through a search warrant we got from Brooklyn Park Police.
It was a pretty horrific scene.
A search warrant describes the lengths people went to try and save a child being attacked by dogs, using hammers and pickaxes to get the dogs off the 3-year-old.
When the officers first arrived, the dogs were still attacking.
According to a GoFundMe page for the family, the child won't survive. They're making plans to donate his organs.
So, search warrant, that's just a personal account of what happened. So, it's like we got baited. They threw us this little tasty little morsel about the search warrant. They're going to school us up on what happened, how to prevent it. But that's nothing. And did you guys notice something right here? I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but they're making plans to donate his organs. If you start looking at these dog attacks, this happens a lot. They either donate the organs because they want to, or a community member in the healthcare scene suggests that they do that. So, who is getting incentivized with all of these organs? All of the people that won't talk about how dangerous dog culture is, what incentive do they have? Well, guess what? I believe that part of this is a freaking organ harvesting scam. That's what I think. If you look back at all of these attacks on children, young teenagers, they end up agreeing to donate their organs. So somebody out there is making big money putting organs into people. So, of course, they're not going to speak out against dog culture. Interesting. Let's watch a little bit more of this short video.
Elliot Faust with Brooklyn Park Police says the child and his mother visited a home on Brooklyn Park Drive to look at some puppies. The search...
Puppies? Psst. You mean four-legged, fanged killers that you cannot get off of a child with a pickaxe?
Warrant describes a sale of dogs taking place at that address.
Any dog, they all have their own characteristics and their own personalities, regardless of breed.
And there it is. We're like 40 seconds in to a minute-and-a-half video, and now we got our pit bull promoter. She's not going to say one thing about keep your kids away from pit bulls. Nope. She's going to sit here with this stupid smile on her face. Look at this lady laughing. How are they laughing? A child was just tortured to death by a dog, and you're going to sit here like this. So they're using the death of that child to put this promotion of pit bulls.
Shannon Glenn is the executive director of My Pit Bull is Family. She's working to change the negative views people have of bully breeds.
I mean, the biggest thing is, remembering that breed doesn't equal behavior.
Glenn says there are signs that child were American bullies.
So I just fast forwarded past all that. The lady blabbers on with a cocky little I don't give a crap smile on her face. They're just using the death of a child to promote this nasty, filthy dog. These children should come back as ghosts and haunt that lady. They should haunt that lady until she realizes that pit bulls aren't the family members that you think they are.
a designer breed seen as more family friendly.
We have
See, there they go. They keep inserting these little words. If you repeat a lie enough, family friendly. What family are you talking about? Are you talking about the families that are going to get the organs from that child that this dog killed? Is that what you're talking about?
to remember that if one thing happens with one dog, that's not going to happen with all of them.
Reached out to the family of the
Yeah, it is. Well, that's enough from old Pitbull promoting girl there. So do you guys see what I'm saying? A little kid gets killed. Instead of talking about keeping those kids away from dogs, they bring on some Pitbull promoter with a stupid smile on her face and let her run her mouth and propagandize everybody that came here. People actually came to this video to dog attack search warrant. The video is not titled "Come listen to this video and walk away thinking pit bulls are the best and walk away forgetting about the death of a child." That's what the actual title of this video. So this is a lot like narcissist framing. They framed it up like this. They pulled you in and then they propagandize you with a bunch of lies and other type things. So that has just been another example of how this dog culture, especially pit bull culture, basically rides on the backs of dead kids. And it's pretty sick and sinister. And that part about the organs, I know that sounds pretty conspiracy right now, but if you start looking at these cases, it's a very interesting topic. See you guys later.